Hello YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to Faith-Based Workplace. This video, coworkers are not your friends. We'll get right back into that right after this. Welcome back. Hey, again, coworkers are not your friends. Hey, if you ain't had the opportunity to click that little bell over there, click that bell so you can subscribe to the channel. Also, you can always like, comment, and share the video, if you think it's relevant and somebody can get help from it. Let's get right into this. It's not gonna be a long video. I just wanted to break it down. I've been hearing different things on the internet and different things about people, about friends at work. And I did a video similar to this, but not exactly this before. But let's get into this one and let's see what we're talking about. Okay. Work friends are not necessarily real friends. I'll tell you what I mean. Now, I'm not saying that obviously, I'm not saying all friends, all coworkers can't be friends, because you can, establish friendships with. I've done it, but I can count on one hand how many times I've actually done that. Because a lot of times, you meet these people, you work with them for a little while, and then you either you leave, or you get promoted, or they leave, or something happens, and y'all just lose contact, and you never end up really talking again. But just because y'all work together, you have to realize that you can't share a lot of your information, personal information, with people. And you have to realize that these same people that are work friends sometimes will be the same person to stab you in the back, especially when it comes down to promotion or raise, or maybe just the fact that maybe they just don't like you for whatever reason. Hey, you never know. But I do want to point out that you can establish some friendships at work. So I'm not going to say that 100% all of them, but just be mindful of the friendships that you do establish at work. And let's remember, this channel, we talk about narcissists in the workplace. So remember, you don't want a narcissist as your friend, do you? I don't. Let's get into the first Bible verse. Joshua 1:9. Let me read that. Have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So God is with you wherever you go, whatever work situation you're in, no matter if you're construction, wherever you're working at, God is always by your side. So knowing that, I know I can go to work confidently every day, wake up in the morning, go to work, go hit the time clock or whatever the case is, and be confident that God is going to be with me throughout the whole workday to be able to make it back home. So you have to realize that not everything that you do and not everything that that happens at work is going to be your fault, or it's going to be a coworker fault. But when you have a narcissist involved, that's what we talk about a lot on this channel. When you do have a narcissist involved with situations, and especially when they're in a management position, that's probably not necessarily the person that you want to say, hey, I want to be friends. And I know a lot of people that they move up because of, brothers and cousins and moms and dads and things like that. But just know, when you get to that job location, your job is to do your work. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that requires you to do, whatever you was hired for, do your job, go home to your family. A lot of us get caught up with these friends. They become friends. And like I said, they do things to us and they hurt us in different ways. And you're like, man, I thought that was my friend. But again, that's why it's titled, coworkers are not your friends. Let's move right along. Now, coworkers, you got to remember, it's the same people that talk behind your back. So what I mean by that is, you'll tell them something, what I just said, you'll tell them something personal or something that you think that shouldn't go anywhere. You think y'all friends, and that's the same people that will talk about you behind your back when you take vacation or you call in the first time sick. They'll be like, things like, Solomon, know you're not sick. They don't really know. You don't know what you're dealing with. If I miss work 9 times out of 10, I'm sick, because anybody know me, whenever I'm working, I don't miss work. That's just not one of my things. So I don't miss work for that reason, So I must really be sick or something came up, like that. But just know that them same people, they'll start rumors. And usually, it's like the old saying, what you do in the dark is going to come out to the light. So when they spread these rumors at work to different people, sometimes you'll hear about it. And then you got to decide a decision to make. You have to figure out, hey, do I need to approach this person, or do I need to just let it go? And you're gonna have to handle that, whichever way you see fit, because each way or however you handle it, it's going to be a different outcome. It's going to be circumstances involved behind that. So knowing that all your coworkers, probably not friends. I still talk to a few from a job that I worked at years back. For the most part, I don't talk to too many, like I said. So, and that's because, like I said, a lot of the people that I worked with, we wasn't cool like that. Now, some of them, you lost contact with them, and there's nothing you can do about that. But some of them, they spread rumors. They talked about me, things like that. They ain't like the position I was in. You safety or whatever. They thought you was stuck up. That's the position I applied for. You go do whatever position you apply for. I'll do the position I apply for. Let's get into that next Bible verse. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Let me read this one. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. We don't understand things sometimes, so don't trust your own judgment. Is basically what they're saying. Don't trust your own when you're in that work situation that you can't figure out, who's friend or foe. Don't trust your own understanding. Go to God in prayer and figure that out. Let's finish the verse. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths. So God is going to work it out. He's going to fix it. He's going to correct the things that need to be corrected in your life. So knowing that, you have to realize that, what? It's bigger than that. So coworkers, you got to remember, they compete for some of the same things that we competed for. And I'm talking about positions. I'm talking about promotions and raises. Also, you got to remember, I didn't mention this before. If you haven't checked out my video, you can go watch that about enablers and flying monkeys. So enablers and flying monkeys, where do you think they come from? That'd be coworkers. See what I'm saying? So that'd be some of the workers that are enabled and do things for the narcissist. That way the narcissist can continue doing day damage. So you have to realize that. Also, rumors are, again, started by coworkers. So I want to make sure I reiterate that and point these things out, that a lot of the things that happen in your life at work, we're talking about at work, it's going to be from some of these coworkers. So in hindsight, you have to realize that you go to work, you do your job. If you really make a friend, you'll know that that's your friend. But if not, you might have to keep it moving. If I can't trust my real friends and family, that I have, what make you think I can go to work and trust coworkers and just people like that? I got some family members that I can't trust, and I got some friends that I can't trust. That's what, well, we're not really friends, obviously. I guess you figure that out. So you can't have your cake and eat it too. So you have to figure out these things. You have to act accordingly, and you have to keep God involved in all aspects of your work environment. Because coworkers, like I said, they could be flying monkeys, they could be the narcissists, they could be enablers, and it can narcissists. We know they have many different faces. It can be covert, they can be overt, malignant, just a whole bunch of different things that they can be. So depending on what work situation you're in and how your manager is, that'll determine, again, probably you want to keep working at the place. It'll determine if, this is the job for you. It'll determine if your coworkers are your friends, or if they're your foe, or if they're enablers, or if they flying monkeys. So my recommendation is, go to work, do your job, I ain't saying you got to trust people to be able to work with them, but you don't have to go out to eat with them. You don't have to share phone numbers with them. You don't even have to share personal details. I think too many times we get caught up and think that, what, we have to tell them our business, like tell them about our wife, or tell them about the kids, or tell them what you did this weekend. And yes, that's a human interaction. You can't tell some of those things, but it's up to you to decide how much you willing to tell, how much you willing to share at work. So don't ever get in a situation where you like, man, I wanna share, but I don't want them to use this stuff, against me. So realize what you're sharing, just share a little bit. Don't be too crazy with it. Just share, a little information. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. Pray for your coworkers still, still pray for your coworkers no matter what the situation is. You still want to pray for them. You want to always pray for, God tells us in the Bible to pray for our enemies. So coworkers, hopefully, I hope they're not your enemies, But if y'all do become enemies, some people you just can't get along with them. At every job I done had, there's always one person that you probably get into it with. Now, depending on how that comes into play, y'all might become friends after that. And then again, it's just one of them situations where y'all might never be friends. Y'all never were supposed to be friends. So it happens like that. So you have to realize those things also. Uh, Again, like I said, it's a short video. Coworkers are not your friends. I just want y'all to realize when y'all I didn't even touch on this or write this down in my notes, but what I do want to share, even working from home, uh, you have to realize that coworkers still not your friends because they're still competing. It's a competition, especially with COVID and everything. When people getting laid off, it's always a competition. So you take what I said, and just use it to the best of your ability, and know that all coworkers. Now, don't get me wrong, you will have some that will come off as a brother in Christ, and when you can have those relationships where y'all can bond, talk about Christ, pray at work. Now, those kind of relationships, we're not even talking about friendships. We're talking about family members. You know what I'm saying? That's brothers and sisters in Christ. So that's actually totally different. So let's just remember that and keep that, in play with everything. Again, hey, I like this. Subscribe, like, comment, share, and hey, this is Faith-Based Workplace, and we'll see y'all next time on Faith-Based Workplace. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I'll see you again next time.